Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and I'm a trainer at Custom Body Fitness here in Carbondale and Glenwood Springs. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit tonight about how the sugar added drinks in your diet might be contributing to your weight gain or inhibiting your weight loss. So I'll tell you a little about myself. When I first came to Custom Body Fitness 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, I was about 25 to 30 pounds overweight. So you may look at me right now and think this skinny girl doesn't know anything about what she's talking about, but I've been in your shoes. I've been looking at myself in the mirror and not liking what I saw and not knowing how to make the right changes to achieve my goals, to achieve the body that I wanted. And so this presentation, I'm drawing off a lot of my own personal habits and my own personal experience that I know that I can relate to a lot of you, I'm sure. So that's just a little bit about me. All right, so how many of you drink soda? Honestly.
Not anymore.
No? No one drinks soda. Okay, great. So we all know that soda is bad for our health, obviously, right? None of us are drinking it. What about juice? Anybody drink juice? What about tea, flavored tea? Like Lipton, flavored tea. What about energy drinks? No? No energy drinks? Okay, right along the same lines as soda, right? We all know that? Okay, great. So now I'm gonna get into calories in versus calories out. Has anyone ever heard that term? Yeah? So essentially, you need a certain amount of calories every day to maintain your body weight, to maintain what you have. If you burn more calories than that, you're gonna start losing weight. If you burn less calories than that, you're gonna start gaining weight. Okay, so let's take me for example. I don't know if Sandra saved me any marker here, but I'll do my best. All right. I'm funny all the time. All right, so someone about my size in any given day, just to maintain my body weight, not to lose any weight and not to gain any weight, I would need around 1,200 calories a day, okay? Just to maintain, like I said. So I'm sure you're probably thinking, okay, that's great. That's great news. I don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna eat under 1,200 calories a day to lose a little bit of weight. How does that sound to everybody? That sounds good? Has anyone ever tried to stay under 1,200 calories a day? No, it's really difficult, right? You get moody, you get tired, you get irritable, and all you want is a Big Mac. So I don't recommend this option, but it is an option to stay under the calories that you need to maintain your body weight every day to start losing weight. But if you don't want to go that route, which I don't recommend going that route, you can use a different option, which always used to be my very favorite. I would be drinking a milkshake. Does anyone know about how many calories are in a medium milkshake?
800?
Well, dang, Chris, good job. About 800. Yeah. About 880 calories are in a milkshake and about 75 grams of sugar, okay? So I would always say, as I'm drinking my milkshake, it's totally fine. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna run like 10 miles, do some squats, do some push-ups, and I'm gonna burn off this 880 calories. Just like that, like it's no big deal. Okay, does anyone else do that? I'll burn it off at the gym, I exercise, I can eat this. It's totally fine, okay? Well, now let's look at how many calories you're actually burning when you're exercising. So if I were to walk a mile, I would burn about 70 calories, okay? If I were to run that same mile, I would burn about 110 calories, okay? And then if I were to lift weights pretty vigorously, pretty heavily for about an hour, I would burn about 600 calories. Okay, now let's take a look at that milkshake again, 880 calories. I would have to lift weights for an hour and run at least 2 miles to burn off that milkshake. So we're looking at about an hour and a half in the gym. Does that sound like fun to anyone? Just for that one milkshake in that day. We're not even adding in everything else that you eat or drink that day. Okay? All right, so that being said, I think I got my point across. Now, let's backtrack a little bit. So I said that I need 1,200 calories just to maintain. Okay, I'm a pretty active person. I lift weights every day. Well, not every day, 5 to 6 days a week. So I burn about 500 to 600 calories, and I'm pretty active. I'm a trainer, I'm on my feet all day, I'm walking a lot. So let's say that I need around 2,000 calories a day now, just to maintain with all my exercise and all my movement. All right, so let's look at an average day for someone who might be trying to lose weight, who might be trying to be healthy, and they're not sure where they're going wrong, okay? So you're at the gym exercising in the morning, and and you saw the Gatorade commercial, and you know that you're losing electrolytes, and you know you need to replenish those electrolytes because Nike says it, that athlete says it, Gatorade says it, it must be true. So you drink a 12-ounce Gatorade while you're exercising. Any idea how many grams of sugar might be in that Gatorade?
Probably as much as a milkshake.
About 20 grams. Okay, so we have 20 grams of Gatorade, but it was close, Chris. I like it. And then you get home and you want to eat breakfast and you're starving. And you've heard about this new weight loss shake that your friend's doing, and she's looking great, and you want to look great, so you decide to drink this shake. Any idea how many grams of added sugar might be in this shake? How many?
50.
50. Close again, but it's only 7 in this example. And then you're still hungry, so you eat some oatmeal, which is great, but you also decide to have a glass of juice with your oatmeal because fruit is healthy, and so fruit juice must be healthy too, right? Okay, so how much is in a full 16-ounce glass of juicy juice, let's say? Any idea? What's that?
30.
30, close. We're looking at another 20. Okay. And then lunch rolls around and you have this great big salad because you're trying to eat your vegetables. Again, you're trying to lose weight. And that flavored tea that you really like. If it's a certain Lipton brand that I can think of, it's a peach flavored, artificially flavored. Any idea how many grams of sugar might be in it if you finish the whole thing?
20.
Close?
Yeah.
30? I had to mix it up a little bit. Okay. And then by 3 o'clock, you're finishing up your work day, but you're crashing hard. You need some energy. So what do we go to? We go to coffee, right? Everyone goes to coffee. And then what do you have to have in your coffee to make it taste delicious, especially when it's fall and everyone is pumpkin spice latte crazy? Coffee creamer? Yeah, anyone else do that? Okay, so 1 serving size of coffee creamer is 1 teaspoon. And there's about 5 grams of sugar in the flavored coffee creamer that we use. But who takes their little teaspoon and measures out the coffee creamer? Anybody? No, you pour it right out of the jug, right? So one serving size turns into like 5 serving sizes, which then turns into 25 grams of sugar. But for the sake of this, we're gonna say that you only used 4 serving sizes, so it's 20 grams of sugar. And then you get home in the evening and you're tired from your day and you just wanna relax and it's been crazy. What do? You have your glass of wine, right? Your nightly glass of wine. 1 white wine has 4 grams of sugar, okay? So now we're gonna come up here. And throughout your day, you're thinking about weight loss, you think you're making healthy decisions, you're doing your best, and that totals up to be a whopping 104 grams of sugar. So I'm gonna go ahead and divide that by 4 because there's 4 grams of sugar in 1 teaspoon, right? So that equals 26 teaspoons of sugar you've just taken in the day. The daily recommended dose for sugar for adults is 6 teaspoons. That's about as much as your liver can metabolize in a day. Everything else is not metabolized and turns into fat, okay? Also, I want to look at the caloric intake of this as well. So there's 4 calories per 1 gram of sugar, right? So we multiply this guy by 4, and you come out with 412 calories. All right. So now if we go back to how much it takes to burn that off, you'd have to run 4 miles to burn all the extra sugar that you intook today, which has absolutely 0 nutrients. White sugar does nothing for your body. The sugar in fruit is different. Fruit has fruit has nutrients, it has antioxidants, it has fiber, all of these things which your body metabolizes differently. White sugar goes straight to your liver and also has a similar effect on your liver as alcohol does, similar damaging effect. Not to mention, it leads to weight gain. We're figuring that out right now. It also causes things like, has been shown to link to cancer, Alzheimer's, diabetes, which are other reasons to avoid white sugar. But we're talking about weight loss today, so let's get back to that. So to put that in perspective, if you were to eat or drink an extra 500 calories a day, whether it's in sugar or in food, that's, I'm sorry, let me backtrack a little bit. So 1 pound, to gain 1 pound, that's 3,500 calories, right? So if you were to drink an additional 500 calories a day, that's an additional pound you could gain in a week just by drinking or eating over 500 calories more than you burn. How many weeks are in a year? Are we making the connection? Is that making sense? Okay, so my recommendation, water, black coffee if you drink coffee, or tea. Water and tea are the primary staples that you should be drinking in your diet. And water can be fun. You can put lemon, you can put cucumber, you can put mint. You can experiment. Make those cute little ice cubes you see on Pinterest and make it pretty. But I think we all understand here that the sugary drinks that you're adding into your diet aren't doing anything for you other than leading to things that you don't want. Do we have any questions? Sorry, I don't speak as long as Sandro. I apologize. No? Yeah?
So when you say that 1 gram of sugar is 4 calories, correct? How do you convert that to like a teaspoon of sugar or something?
There's 4 grams of sugar in 1 teaspoon.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And just so we all have a visual, this is what 104 grams of sugar looks like in a glass. Just so you can all see. It's very exciting. Any other questions?
Now, what did you say, what was that again?
This is 104 grams of sugar in a glass. Yeah. So I could just pour some warm water in here, and if anyone wants to drink it, you can have at it.
Sarah, what did you say we should be not going over a day?
6 teaspoons is the recommended serving for
Okay.
added sugar, and that includes fruit.
So 6.
Yeah, so really you should be getting all your sugar from fruit and not from processed white sugar that does nothing for your body. Yep.